when you do jiu-jitsu, man, I think it's like at the end of it, you're like in a sauna, man. Like,
It's a different kind of cardio on the ground. You know, you think you're really fit doing stand-up and kickboxing, and then you get on the ground and you start just doing normal rolling on the ground, normal jiu-jitsu sparring. You would be surprised how sweaty you get, because it's not just one person's heat, it's another person on top of you or underneath you.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time in jiu-jitsu, you got to leave no space in between you and your opponent. You've got to make sure that your weight is very settled on top of them, which means there is no gap of air where they can sneakily get a forearm in or a knee and where they can post up and make space. You're so close to them, it gets so sweaty, and the amount of cardio you need on the ground for grappling is insane. You think you're really fit doing kickboxing? Yeah. Try doing that on the ground.
Yeah.
You're going to expend your gas tank so quickly. It's a different kind of animal. It's not like your cardio on the stand-up doesn't transfer over to jiu-jitsu. Of course it will, but it's a different kind of cardio.
Yeah.
It's a different type of challenge for you, a different type of stressor.
Yeah. You need a good, like, at least to drink a whole litre and a half of water before you even step onto that mat, so you don't make sure you dehydrate yourself completely. Because even just wearing a gear in general, and then sometimes I like to wear my rash guard underneath because I'm getting sick of... One thing I realised as well, did you ever get this when you did taekwondo? Like, the day after, your skin is, like, really, really itchy.
Not itchy, but it might be quite sore. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends.
Because one thing I get whenever I do jiu-jitsu, the next day, if I don't properly wash myself with soap, my skin gets so itchy. And it's hard to, like, coach a class or a client, so you've got to scratch your legs and scratch your arms every 5 seconds. And
I mean, you definitely, after jiu-jitsu, you need to probably bathe in a lot of soap, because a lot of those stinky blokes are not scrubbing themselves at all. Yeah, you need to make sure you can get all kinds of stuff from grappling people and that.
Well, yeah. Well, one thing that's the most important thing for me is with some of the people that I roll with, I have such a strong sense of smell because, you know, my hearing's fuck all, my eyesight's fuck all, so I have a strong sense of taste and a strong sense of smell. And I can't roll with some people because they just smell so bad, and I have to stop halfway through and say, man, I know you're a good guy, but you fucking stink.
Did you actually tell them that they stink?
I tell them they stink, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to vomit if I actually can't. I just can't breathe because you smell so bad. And there's some guys which I go up to, and they smell like they look after their gear. They put fabric softener and all that shit, and they put deodorant on and all that, and then I'm just like, okay, yeah, let's go.
I mean, I had that when I was doing like jiu-jitsu, and a lot of it's not really the younger guys. The younger guys don't really smell, right?
Yeah.
It's the older guys. They don't give a shit. They've got the hairiest chest that has like the most sweat and dirt, and they most likely they're a tradie or something like that. They've already worked. All they did was they worked all day on a building site. They chucked their gear on, and they come and train, and then most likely
they smell like cigarettes.
No, not cigarettes. They just smell like BO. It smells so bad.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that if they're on top, you make sure that you flip them over. You make sure that you're not underneath, because that stinks.
Yeah, they put you in a guillotine, not sure what they're going to do. You're going to tap out to body odor, or you're going to tap out to a choke.
God.